Today we're talking about a common fish in the aquarium hobby. Today we're talking about the Glowlight Tetra. With a unique bright red line going down their middle and a gray opaque body otherwise, this makes for striking contrast and a nice looking fish. My favorite thing about this fish are their chemical alarm signals. Just like many other fish, they release chemical alarm signals when injured to alert other tetras from danger nearby. But they are also able to find an interesting behavior. They show fin sticking behavior, which refers to behavior where they flick their fins to alert tetras of danger nearby, not just the chemical alarm signals. The maximum size for this species is 2 inches or 5 centimeters, and they have an average lifespan of 2 to 4 years. As for their temperature range, they should be kept in typical tropical aquarium temperatures. Now for their geographic distribution. This species is only found in some rivers of Guyana and Venezuela. Now for the habitat for the species. The only place where the species was caught was along the banks of rivers with plenty of submerged vegetation coupled with moderate to strong flow. This is unlike many of the other species found in this genus, which are caught in areas of slower flow. But now for the ideal aquarium setup for this species. This species is very adaptable and not very picky about their aquarium setup. If you want to replicate their natural conditions, I do recommend plenty of live plants for them to hide in when skittish. Also, substrate is not important for the species and they are adaptable to a wide range of flow rates. But they do seem to prefer moderate to high flow, so this should be prioritized if possible. This can be achieved with either a filter, powerhead, or wave maker. Now for the diet for this species. This species preys primarily on terrestrial invertebrates that fall onto the surface of the water, as well as larvae of many aquatic insects. Now for the behavior for the species. You should expect a typical schooling behavior from the species. Nothing special. They aren't super special in that regard. Sticking to the midwater, they'll show good schooling behavior, and most of the time they are a peaceful species. If kept in inadequate groups or in too small aquariums, they can show fin nipping behavior, and finding compatibility for the species. Since this is a peaceful species of fish, they should be kept with other peaceful species. Some options are tetras, rasboras, docile peaceful catfish, and some dwarf cichlids. And that has been the profile over the Glowlight Tetra. This commonplace species is not too difficult to keep or breed, so I highly recommend this species for new and established aquarium keepers alike. Now let's go over the 2 peer-reviewed sources I used to create this video. Source number 1. This article required translation to read, as it is a Korean article. This article was mainly over reproduction. Using this article, I was able to find information on the size range and lifespan for this species, as well as the temperature at which they bred in captivity. I was also able to find their geographic distribution from this article. Article number 2. This article has information on their geographic range as well as their chemical and physical alarm signals. And the third article, I also had to use Google Lens to translate. This article had amazing information on the habitat for this species as well as the diet for this fish.